Okay, so I started a film. It was straight terrible. So I'm floundering looking for something to watch, and I stumble upon One Day as a Lion. This is the new film from John Swab. It is written by Scott Caan. The film is produced by Jeremy M. Rosen, executive produced by Viviana Zaragoza, Stan Werteleb, Josh Spector, Ali Jazayeri, Barry Broker, and Scott Caan. David Sardi took care of the music. Will Stone is on cinematography. Andrew Aronson handled the editing duties. Jeremy M. Rosen also was down with the casting. Miles Rogosh, production design. Matt Marquise, art direction, with Misty Rose taking care of costume design. Sarah Sicleri is hair and makeup, and our cast. Well, Scott Caan, not only does he write, executive produce, he also stars in the film as Jackie Powers, right? His son in the film, Billy, is played by Dash Melrose. We've got who else? Who to go to next? All right, Walter Boggs, played by J.K. Simmons. There is then Frank Grillo as Paulie Russo. Lola Brisky is played by Marianne Rendón. Um, we have got uh hmm all right, Dom Lorenzo is played by George Carroll. Valerie Brisky, right, Lola's mother, is played by Virginia Madsen. Um yes. Right, Taryn Manning plays Taylor Love, who is the mother of Billy Powers. There's Bob, the chef, played by Bruce Davis. Judge Simon is played by Brett Swab. Right, the District Attorney Thomas, played by Bruce Roach. Prison Guard Lafayette is played by Alan Green. Prison Guard McDougal is played by Danny Boy O'Connor. All right. There's Shotgun, played by Gabriel Hansen. Darrell Tompkins, played by Terrence Reed. Ken Walsh, played by Billy Blair. Yeah, that's it. That's it on the cast, right? So, what is the film about? It's this. Jackie Powers is a nice guy, but a lousy hitman. And when he's sent to take out a crafty debtor, Jackie only pisses him off. Fleeing the scene, Jackie takes bored waitress Lola as a hostage. When Jackie reveals he needs money to get his son out of jail, Lola cooks up a scheme for them to get cash from her dying mum. Meanwhile, a thug sent to kill him is sleeping with Jackie's ex. Yes, it's that kind of film, right? It's that kind of film, you know. Yeah, when you look at everyone involved, they've all been in some really good things, right? Everyone's got like serious credits behind their name, and the acting is solid. The acting is definitely solid. And it's one of those sort of, like, we've seen several kind of stories like this, like a hitman who's kind of like not the best, right? is a bit like, oh, I don't really want to do this. The retirement plan, it's got kind of vibes to that. I definitely feel if you like the retirement plan, or oh god, what was that Pierce Brosnan one from a few weeks back? I think it was Fast Charlie. Yes. That those two films I think definitely speak into your vibe with this one. If you like the retirement plan, if you liked Fast Charlie, I think right, One Day as a Lion will work for you. This story, as I said, look, it's not the craziest of stories. You can go, okay, right? I see that. I can see how some of those things could happen. There are certain things though that have you kind of scratching your head. And there could be so many reasons for this, right? Because look, a lot of things get lost on the cutting room floor because of time constraints, budget, so many different things, right? Maybe the shot doesn't quite work, but you can't do reshoots, right? So you got to cut this whole sequence, which is explaining certain things because there's a lot of stuff where you feel if we had more knowledge, maybe we vibe with this a bit more, right? Maybe this thing makes a bit more sense, you know? And that's yeah, that's a thing with this because uh you're you're kind of wondering why the fuck is Jackie doing this stuff? You know, like the whole thing with his son being in jail again, it's kind of not really fleshed out, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense. The whole Lola thing doesn't really make any sense, right? Doesn't make sense someone's going to put themselves in this kind of predicament because if going from what she's saying, there are easier ways, right? There are, you know, a friend, like, you know, there's other ways. There's other ways than this. So we have this, right? It's the love situation. Again, when you don't know someone, it's not love. You don't love them. And these are grown motherfucking people. It's grown motherfucking people. What are we saying? Come on. So there's that. The court scene. The court scene. Now, does it tie into things that were said earlier on in the film? Yes. Does it allow a character to do their thing? Yes. Could this actually happen? Fuck no. Like, there's all sorts of checks and things like that. Like, uh, how? Like, I'm just like watching the scene. I'm just like, how would this pass? Are there no follow-ups? Like, this is a flimsy fucking thing. And also, how many similar stories are they hearing on a daily basis? Right? Everyone's always crying their eyes out to try and do a thing. So I don't necessarily buy it swaying anyone or it's gonna work. Right, and that's the problem. You have these certain scenes and you're like, ah, that's all well and good, that's cool, but would that happen? No. Right, even at the end with the whole situation, I don't know if that's really, you know what I mean? It's a bit of an odd one. The ending is a bit of an odd one. It's got some promising, as I said, it's promising. It's got talented people in it, but like you just wish it could have tightened certain things up. I mean, tighten certain things up, right? Add some clarity to characters, add a little bit of depth, and then we're good, right? Then you're rolling. Then you've just got a solid film. It's not going to be an Oscar winner, but it's just going to be solid, and you'd be like, yeah, that works. I enjoyed that. That was fine. You know what I mean? But it depends what you want. As I said, if you really enjoyed Fast Charlie, if you really enjoyed the retirement plan, I think live one live one day as a lion will work. Right? Just even the notion of, right? Yeah, the concept of the film, like that, because it's the quote, right? Live one day as a lion rather than 1,000 days as a sheep, which is all well and good, but it is a bit flimsy as this notion for this film, right? It's one of those ones where a character throws out the kind of title at the end just to kind of be like, look, there's a tag. That's why it's called this. And you're just like, there's even that scene was a bit head scratchy. Was a bit head scratchy. Hey, I will say this, right? This was a lot better than the film I was going to check out, which I had to stop because I was just like, I have nothing good to say. Like, this is so bad. The acting was so wooden. It was insane. So it's a lot better than that, right? A lot better than that. That I watched it on Now TV over in the UK, but it's on Apple, it's on Amazon, all your favorite VODs. So, as again, if you like Fast Charlie, if you like the retirement plan, One Day as a Lion could very well be for you, and it's out right now.